All right. Transition.
Maybe I should be a bard.
All right, we're back. And we're back with Maybe I Should Be a Bard. Previously.
Was that conversation like while we were running the intro?
I don't think so. I don't think so, but it might have been.
We'll find out later.
I'm second guessing whether or not I muted our mics while we were on the intro
Yeah, it's
video.
not like we say wildly out of...
Well, we have the for adults tag, right?
Yeah, we do. We do have that.
Exactly, yeah.
This
Okay.
is your last chance to escape, internet.
You are not an adult. You might
I mean,
want to run
if you're a
away.
child, why are you here?
For God's sake, put the headphones on and don't let your parents see. I
Parental
mean,
advisory.
leave.
Put your headphones on and don't let your parents see.
This
Ah,
screen-
yes, my headphones are on. No one can see.
man.
I am invisible.
Oh my God. Okay, back to
Ignore him,
Barovia we
FBI
go.
agent. And why is your kid watching, weirdo?
Back to Barovia we go. My gosh, it has been quite an ordeal. Our heroes left Vallaki last week on a quest to go and return Emil, the former pack leader werewolf, to the werewolf den and take back
Emil, as in a person, not
Yeah,
we're not
yeah,
Uber Eats
I
or
know.
anything.
It gets confusing every time.
We're mixing the DoorDash campaign.
Yep, Emil is a werewolf. He is stuck in werewolf form because he has silvered his claws, and is so that he'll be able to fight other werewolves. But if he turns back into a human, he gets very sick. So he's stuck that way for a while. But Kahn met with Rudolf van Richten, legendary monster hunter, before we left town, and got a tip to seek out his apprentice, who was making base at a tower on the way to the werewolf's den. We loaded up on the airship with one Vistani volunteer, old Erigal, the man who brought Kahn, Jalin, and Doc to Barovia in the first place. Kind of tried to leave you guys for dead, got murdered by Strahd, got brought back to life, got in big trouble, and is now a little angsty about it all, and is willing to help you guys out on the sly. We left town and got completely attacked by Buzzbass, which we promptly annihilated. And
Well, we ate them for lunch.
we ate them for lunch.
Yeah,
We
we
also
ate that
obliterated a
fast.
goat.
Oh,
Hey,
R.I.P.
Look, that goat was going to be an obstacle later, so
I'm
you're
triggered.
welcome.
Causing me trauma responses here.
Also, how many times has Aragorn been slapped around?
Not enough.
Man,
Need to come up with like a compilation, because Strahd slapped him to life. I slapped him with a fish.
That makes two.
the first thing you guys did when you met him at the camp was slapped him again.
That's right. That makes three.
This guy's been slapped around an awful lot. In
It's
tow.
like that scene from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So here we are aboard the deck of Little Pan, a little sky ship that is, not in the greatest of shape. It's skimming along, but it's doing its best. Skimming along not far above the tree line through the
She's
canyons.
doing her best.
Yeah, between the stone columns of Barovia, the thick mist not far overhead. Erigal has warned you not to venture too high above the tree
That best better
line.
watch out.
Indeed.
I like him
You
so.
would think that the lovely smell of roast fish and cooked potatoes
Paradise.
would be, comforting, but not in Barovia. Here, your whole ship smells like rotten fish guts and blood, and it's awful. Everything smells terrible.
Look, you guys might be miserable, but I'm actually quite content.
You might
Doc
be
is
enjoying.
swimming around in the fish guts, feeling glor.
Glorious food.
Yeah, exactly. Feeling glorious.
So, it is going to be about a 5-hour journey from here to the tower, provided no further distractions along the way. You
I got a
guys,
fishing rod.
Erigal snatches the fishing rod and says, "How about no more fishing? This was great, but maybe a break would be good. Maybe a break would be good. Help me out with the
Look,
sails."
You can give me this. I'm good at finding fishing spots.
Just
You-
wait till he's sleeping.
I'd appreciate less fishing spots. That was rather terrifying, and
Well, it only took one round of combat to kill him. I'm not that scared.
Get
I
better
know.
with
Tom
it.
looks at Doc. What are you talking about? What is a round of combat?
The one round from my rifle of combat with
That makes
Buzz
more
Bass.
sense. You guys do it weird before.
Yeah, well, got special military terms.
What if our lives were determined by a bunch of nerds and dice around a table?
Well, I have none of your shit today. You watch your dirty whore mouth, Jalin.
Wow. I mean, he did get a new dress, but I didn't think he was dirty. Jeez.
Why do you think I got the dress?
Sorry. Anyway, Aragol, what do you need us to do, bud?
Just absolutely nothing would be great. Just
Survive for 5 hours while we make our way to the werewolf den.
try
so we
not
can
to make this
survive
worse.
again.
Can you stop making my trip worse?
I'll be
For 5 fucking minutes.
I'll be honest, I'm not even quite so worried about that werewolf's den. You guys got me taking me to some freaking cursed bad juju tower thing. I don't like it. Whatever.
A cursed bad juju tower.
Yeah.
Who said it was a cursed bad juju tower?
Well, everybody.
Who's everybody?
Yeah, I'm about to say like, wrong voice.
Listen, I heard about it.
Are you in my head?
Toxic fucking Yalin's body for a minute.
It's contagious, ain't it?
Listen, when I heard about it, it was the opposite of bad juju. It was good juju.
If you say so, we steer clear of the damn thing. It's just
Well, look,
old.
when we
Used to
see a
belong to a
bad
wizard.
situation, we're just really good at making it worse.
You know, I've noticed. All right, well, to Kazan's tower we go.
We bring it by the boatload.
Yeah. Story goes he was some old crazy wizard that was like into some creepy ass shit and did some creepy ass shit in that tower.
It's fine creepy.
I don't know. He was playing with undead stuff.
Define ass.
I could show you
Reach
what
back.
ass looks like.
It's sort of like a horse but smaller.
So
Dog
like,
just moons
reach
you.
back,
He
grab the
was just
seat of your
doing weird
pants.
donkey stuff.
That's
Yeah.
an ass.
Honestly, I don't even know.
Listen,
Stories are
Aragol,
weird,
you're
man.
making this sound like I don't want to go here
Dead
anymore.
donkeys doesn't sound
Who
right.
told you? Who told you to go?
Did tell us to go.
Yeah, was it that Van Pritten guy?
It
Oh, yeah.
was God.
What?
Oh,
Oh, well, far be it from me to argue with the Almighty, but perhaps you won't mind if I wait with the shit.
That's understandable.
Yeah,
I
we didn't
want
ask
you
you to
along
get
anyway.
involved. Well, we gotta go to the werewolf place, so don't tell me to leave.
All right. Well, we'll see what we can do. Strap in. We got a little while. During this time, you guys can take a short rest. If there's any kind of things you want to do mechanically in that period of time, that's fine. We don't have enough time for a long rest, though.
I don't need one.
Good chance for
I would
using your
that
hit dice.
I'm doing that scene from Monster Hunter with all the fish and potatoes, along with Kahn.
All right.
I don't know that scene.
They're just cooking all the food.
Cool.
Oh.
So, if you guys want to roll some hit dice to get some hit points back, you may. Kahn, you appear to have birthday parties. I'm not sure what's going on.
I'm counting my hit die, and I'm not rolling well.
For some reason, I just imagine Kahn's like, there's just birthday balloons somewhere. I'm like, where did those come from?
I did it again, guys.
I used 4 hit die.
This is a long road trip. Maybe we should sing a song, like 99 bottles of ale on the wall.
Wish we had 99, but hey, there we go. We got ale in here.
Let me check.
What's a ship without ale? That's like,
Well, I never know.
I got me
that's
one.
like a cart without a donkey.
Yeah, with a 9, I got me 1 bottle of purple grape mash number 3.
So, let's share that around.
Sure thing. He kind of pulls it out, blows the dust off of it. He's like, man, this is great. Struggles with the cork for a minute, pours out this sort of like sludge that was in here. Nice.
It's more like grape jam.
I'll be honest, this ship ain't been flown around a whole lot
Hey, you got some peanut butter?
in a long time.
Breaded?
I don't know how long it's been
Great
sitting here.
drink.
It was not sealed properly. I'm sure it's fine. You all can enjoy some purple grape mash number 3.
Yawn, you could have the first sip. Why, you drunk yet?
Oh. Wait.
Damn it.
Do I get a roll for that?
I think one bottle is of this old. I mean, it's
Probably
more.
not,
If you're gonna roll for anything, it's more of like an upset tummy.
Constitution. Yeah.
Probably should have turned to vinegar.
Oh. Hold up.
Where is my note? I'm so upset.
Okay. So
99 bottles of ale on the wall.
It's still a
99
6.
bottles of ale.
Oof, 6. Tell you what, with the 6, you are, you ever got like just a little sick from eating something, and you're like, is this food poisoning? It might be. You're in that state, and you're a little woozy. I think drunk isn't right because you're a heavy drinker, but you're definitely this didn't sit right.
Do I fart loudly?
Yes, very. It won't have a mechanical implication though, because it's just a little bottle. I'm so cranky right now, guys. My notebook is missing.
Oh, no.
How can I do anything?
We have leverage over the DM today.
Y'all are screwed. I'm gonna have to be.
We are the captain now.
You guys are
Look at me.
Look at me.
done. You guys are done for.
Universe implodes.
Pray to the death god now.
So Kahn is going to, during this time, probably just attempt to rekindle. I'll sleep on it. Figure out how that works.
All right.
The Raven.
That is a ritual. Are you casting it as a ritual or with a spell slot?
Now I'll do ritual.
Cool. So it takes 70 minutes instead of 60. What does this look like? What sort of ritual are you doing for the next hour and 10 minutes, please? Like in your attempt to bring our little guy
It's
back.
going to take longer than an hour and 10 minutes. I think it's going to take more like 2 hours because he just doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay.
Your clothes
And
on,
so
that's
he's
all
like-
I ask.
Yeah, like he's going to sit there and like hum with like his fingers like this on his knees for a little bit and be like, death, destruction, blood.
When did
Galen's
Kahn
landed
become
a
so
pentagram.
religious?
Then he's gonna like try that, and it's not gonna work. And then he's gonna like, he's gonna remember back in the old One People house, they had like a bunch of drawings on the floor, and so he's just gonna start drawing on the floor, and then he's just gonna be like, ah, yes, and he's gonna clap his hands, be like, ah, and it,
Hey V, does this look familiar to you? Did he draw that right?
he's just gonna try a bunch of different random things, and I think eventually he'll probably just like take a breath and kind of go back into that zone where he was when he actually got to talk to the death god. And he's gonna try to like, that'll be his last resort. Like, okay, well, I'll just try to do this, I guess. But I think that's probably when it like finally, either he enters a
Clicks.
trance or he enters some, I don't know. But I think that's just probably the zone that he like clicks in,
Sure.
and he notices that like, oh, this is different than the other things.
As you kind of, as you're doing all these things, eventually it kind of clicks. His eyes are kind of going all funky. To the rest of you guys, it looks like Kahn lost his mind, and you hear, well,
this
before
was-
I announced
Let's
that,
get the best of all of us.
were you quite decided on this form of yours that you'd chosen, Kahn, that we discussed prior?
Yeah,
Perfect.
unless the DM wants to roll and has a different idea and the dice decide.
I think it's beautiful, especially because you're sitting on a deck full of like dead buzz bass everywhere, and you guys start hearing this crackling and popping as like bones of fish bones just all start shooting out of all over the place and start forming themselves into a little skeletal
I
thing.
can also imagine, like, I'm eating a fish, and then the bones just fly out of the fish I'm eating.
Yep.
Like,
The little skeletal figure spreads its arms, wings. I'm not sure what this thing's gonna look like on the deck. It's this big. Kahn, you feel a familiar brush against your mind as he says, "I live."
There you are, Al.
Thank you.
Good to have you back in my mind, buddy.
I know it is. I know it's wonderful, isn't it?
It felt weird without you.
What is this?
Even though I've only had you for like 10 minutes.
What is this strange thing you've put me in?
That's supposed to be a bird.
I don't really know how this works, pal.
He attempts to fly momentarily and just collapses to the deck.
I was gonna say, to be fair, the fish had wings, right?
Yes, but the skeletal form cannot fly. It has other benefits.
Yeah. So I don't know.
He
Yeah.
starts walking around like a chicken, kind of real portly. Hops up on the side of the deck and poses
It's
epically.
Yeah,
it's
no,
okay.
you're gonna fall, and if you fall, you can't fly, friend. And Khan's just gonna kind of
Right.
go next to him and grab the back of his neck and just be like, just come here. Just clap my shoulder.
He kind of like nestles in around your shoulder, wraps his little bone wings around like a necklace or something. And he's just sitting there all
Actually, that's quite stylish. Thank you.
kind of nods.
Oh, also, be careful of V. She really likes bones. She might try to take you apart. I'm not sure. But, like, don't attack. It's just, she's nice, I think. I don't know. She wears a mask. Actually, we're kind of friends.
Okay.
I think we're the I think we bonded over
Which one
Yeah.
is V?
the only one
Wearing a
that's
mask.
hold on. Just, yeah, the gold mask.
Gold mask.
And you
Ah.
just see Kahn, like, looking and then just pointing directly at you.
The bird just
talking to Al.
just kind of stares at you. Cocks his head sideways.
Doc pulls out his rifle. Kahn, you got something on your shoulder. You want me to get rid of that for you? Hold
No.
still.
Yeah, so I maybe did something wrong. I'm not sure, but this is still Al.
Well, I could
Even
do something
though-
right.
Well, maybe I did. I don't really know what I'm doing. If you couldn't tell, I may have actually played it off pretty well. I thought, but this is him now, I guess.
It's
So
it's alive fish.
yeah,
Adjacent.
I like adjacent. I like parallel to life. You know.
More of like a Half-Life.
What do you say?
Yeah. Is that like a halfling? Is that what they have? Halflings have half-lives?
Nope. That's not how
Maybe.
it works at
Don't-
all.
That's not sensible.
It's not even close to how that works.
No. We
Aragorn's
don't know
just
that.
shaking his head.
Well, you meet a halfling before.
I mean, one or two. Been a while. I don't see
Does
too
they have
many of them.
half-lives?
I don't think so. I think they have just as full and depressing a lives as anyone here in Brovia. It's
A halfling? Are you kidding me?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's been pretty good so far.
I'd
I've
be
enjoyed
fucking
myself.
happy to be a goddamn halfling.
I guess. I don't
Get some
know.
food, a hobbit hole.
Have you
If
seen all
I
the death
shave
that
your
we've gotten
legs
to bring?
off a little shorter, you could live
Oh
a
my
halfling
gosh.
life.
Okay,
I
speaking
mean,
of
the legs are already shaved.
V liking bones, she's sitting like after the fight. She's sitting on the edge of the boat, dangling her feet, and she has a skeletal hand, and she's taking, like, we know how we have 3 bones that make each finger. She's taking bone by bone, and it's like, he loves me not. Off the
That's
boat.
more of it.
One hand. Only one hand.
That's so
Someone get me off this boat.
yeah, Al, see, that's why I said she really likes bones. This is like an affectionate thing she's doing. And just be careful, okay? I don't know how long you're gonna be in this form. You don't really seem very tough.
I beg your pardon.
And, well, yeah, I think, yeah, just
I can take her.
Hold
me back. Hold me back.
Confidence.
Al, honestly, I'm not going to. If you think you can take her, you go right ahead. I just you need to learn. I'm a firm believer of tough love.
We're having
Well,
a
well.
wrestling match.
I've always said best to keep your enemies close. So
Oh man, we should have kept
I
one
say
of them
we
alive.
do not
today.
vanquish her right now. I will spare her in this moment.
We
That's
should have
okay.
kept one. We should have
Kahn is
kept one
going
of
to
the.
shout to V, like, "Hey V, Al said he's going to spare you."
Do not divulge my strategy to Anyone?
No, she'll think it's funny. She'll think it's cute. I promise. Watch. See?
Hey, I should
Adorable.
have kept one of those
Thank
Musbats
you
alive
for
so that he could fight him in a ring.
Hurting me.
Can we hear Al sleep on it?
I don't think so. The spell says that the caster can communicate
My bad,
non-verbally, but I don't think that familiars can communicate with other people.
Okay.
I'm communicating verbally with him because I'm not like full sure how this works. Like I know he's in my mind, but I don't know if like how it fully works. But I'm still like actually talking to him. Like
Okay,
he's-
so we hear half a conversation.
yeah, you hear me
Lovely.
talking.
You all think Khan's completely crazy.
I mean, do we, or would we understand what's going on?
You tell me.
Is this like an Arcana check or a history check or something?
If you'd like.
Ooh,
Oh yeah.
actually, shit.
If-
I would detect that.
I'll say consider your backgrounds and consider if you've ever encountered something like a familiar or
Probably.
The only thing is, I wouldn't
and if
know
you're
the-
if you're unsure, make an Arcana check and let us know.
You know, like Doc Wood being in the war and whatnot. You see all kinds of crazy magic. and
30-20. Yes.
Very nice.
not the first time he's seen people talk to themselves.
Yeah. I'll say so.
I think I just assumed Kahn was crazy.
I mean, Doc talks to a fucking cursed axe, so
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong
Doc
here.
understands.
yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, Jalin. You are a like arcane hunter and you know about magic,
I am.
but you could fully understand what's going on and still think that Khan's just crazy.
That's also true, but
I would track.
I need like a hook to like really hook my interest into it because as
Mm-hmm.
at now he has no real motivation or reason to pry into it.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, he's doing
Doing-
rituals and talking to him. What the fuck is wrong with you?
He's doing magic shit, man. That's what he's doing. All right. Any more activities on the boat until we arrive at the tower? All right.
Anyone
Two
want
dice
to play
rolls.
cards?
Oh yeah, let's play some cards.
You got some cards?
No.
Oh,
Wait,
also,
actually, let me look
Hold
at
it
my
again.
inventory.
Yes.
DM.
Yes.
Like
What is the
stealing
verdict?
candy from a baby.
He loves me or he loves me not?
Ah. What did you start on?
He
He
loves me.
loves.
Okay, then roll a d20 and find out.
5.
He doesn't act. He doesn't act.
You know what?
He loves me.
Well, I might not have cards. You guys want some cigars?
Yeah.
Because I'm looking through my stuff. I'm like, oh, hey, yeah.
Fired up.
Yeah, so I roll some cigars and pass them out.
Nice. Hey, I'll take one of those if you got extra.
Yeah, come over here.
All
Give
right.
me your purple nasty fucking sludge, but
First,
it's the thought that counts.
first normal
get
thing to happen
everything?
with you
Yeah.
lot. Shit. Smokes the cigar. You guys, travel through the valley. Our random encounter check is quite important over the course of this time. All right. Okay. It is midday. You left first thing in the morning, so it's about midday at this point. The mist is rather thick, and as you travel further west, it gets colder and colder, and a little bit of snow, like a light dusting of snow over the trees and the floor and the forest floor as you guys continue westward. You pull yourselves a little closer, and you think you see shapes moving in the fog above you. Some quite small, could be a bird. Some far too large to be anything you could imagine, but nothing comes close enough into view to accost the ship, and we make it down through the forest safely. As we're going, 5 hours pass, and after a while, Aragog's looking through a little spyglass, and he yells out, "I got eyes on it!" He kind of points out in the distance. As you look, there's a cliff face with a waterfall, and to one side of the waterfall, the trees grow real dense. But just above the trees, you see a little black triangular roof of a tower peeking up above the trees, right on the edge of a cliff. And he starts flying in towards the edge of this cliffside and says, "All right, how y'all want to do this? well, we can. I could pull up along the cliff and kind of park there near the waterfall. That might be safe. While you just think on that, boop, we have a map. It is not to scale. It is not to scale. Our ship is elsewhere. Well, the map is to scale, but the ship is not. I will move the ship off the map.
Sure, whatever you think's best judgment.
All right. Jeez, I keep moving the wrong map. There we go. I got this, guys. Boop.
Doing great, sweetie.
Thank you. All right, well, let's pull in there and see what we can get a look at. Keep an eye out. Somebody keep an eye out as we're coming in here. You're approaching from the south on this map on the table. So,
I got 2 eyes I could keep on it.
additionally, there is a beautiful little immersive image at the top of this. If you guys would like to see what the tower sort of looks like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Looks terrible.
I know. As the ship approaches, it comes up south near the waterfall, and well, firstly, is anybody like keeping a lookout as Aragol requested?
Yes, Doc said he would keep 2
Okay.
eyes on
Got it, Doc.
Yeah,
Then
I'm probably looking down at the ground.
cool. Then I'll say Doc will notice first, just because you called it out first. Nothing's hidden, no perception checks needed here. But as you're coming in near the waterfall, you notice that down, kind of down the cliffside, there's a bit of a walkway that goes down the cliffside, and along the cliff is a very small thing, wooden, almost looks like a carriage, but no wheels. It's got like flaps out to the sides, but it could be a carriage, but with no wheels, and it's hugging the side of the cliff and tied on rather tightly. It
that.
has
Is that the thing that's in the image here?
yeah, the little roach
Weird.
looking thing down there, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Which is not a great depiction of what this thing is, but it's the best I could do with the tools I had.
That's okay.
But yeah, it's a maybe 30, 40 feet long, 10, 15 feet across. Little wooden box thing arched on the top. Got 2 long kind of rods out to the front. You know what? Actually, it's apt that Doc would know. Well, no, from this point, it's fine. It's fine.
Huh?
But it's parked up. I was going to add some more information, but it's fine. We'll get to it in a bit.
Wow, I see something parked out there. Seems like someone was already here. Could be that guy you're looking for.
Shit.
The one that God told you about? Kahn?
Yeah.
Ring any bells, or was that just another voice he was talking to?
No. Yeah. I'm just not sure if it's a guy or a girl I'm looking for.
I
I
don't.
don't think that has any bearing on our situation, does it?
I mean, if I was looking for a female apprentice and it's a guy apprentice, then that means we're probably in deep poopy.
Why?
Well, I mean, guy like a person. There's some kind of, I don't know if it's
So
a boat
why-
or
why is
something
it-
looking thing.
Why is it bad whether it's man, woman, or whatever?
Aragol.
Yeah. I think you mean like if you're looking for one, you might miss them if they're wrong, right? Is what you're trying to say?
No.
No.
I think you need to take me in.
Okay.
Or do you have a skiv or something, like a smaller boat that I can jump into and kind of...
This boat is small enough that it can park up down, that it can pull up alongside the thing, and
Okay.
this would not be quite large. This isn't really a galleon. This is just a skiff. It's
It's up to you guys if you want to come along. If not, I understand. I'm going to be quick.
I highly recommend you do not go to that tower alone. People go missing out here, man. There's all kinds of weird stories.
I've got
Yeah,
Al. I'm never alone.
let's all go.
Forgive my lack of faith in the skeletal raven. I didn't mean to offend.
He's hurt.
I don't know that
Well-
it can feel pain anymore, so I'm not sure that that's right.
How about we just take our own party alongside yourself, and we'll, be around at a distance doing our own explorative thing. And you for some reason need kind of backup, well, we'll be around.
You got your thing, and we'll do our thing.
I like the sound of that. Here. He kind of tosses you, Doc, he'll toss you a little cylindrical thing. It's you recognize this as a little flare launcher. So you just point up and pull it, and it'll shoot a flare up in the air, and that means that means trouble, and I'll run away. And I've got one too. You see my flare, that means trouble, and you need to come save me.
All right, yeah, we'll be sure to do that.
Wait, what?
Shoot it at him. Make sure he gets on fire too.
Well, if you're in trouble, I need to leave so I don't get hurt. But if I'm in trouble, you got to come save me, because then you won't have a ship.
How about I just leave you
During
in
this
your day?
conversation, if Kahn feels like he's close enough to the ground, he's jumping off the ship and he's just going.
Sure.
You might want to fire that flare, because you seem to be in trouble right now, Aragorn. Keep flapping that mouth.
Gunshot later.
Nobody will come help you.
Good luck.
In Barovia, no one hears you scream.
Hey, Doggo, why don't you stay with me, just to be safe? Emil's kind of just sulking on the side of the ship. He just shrugs, like, whatever. He doesn't
So
care.
angsty in the corner.
He's just...
We got an emo doggo.
Whatever.
More emo than the one kid.
Yeah, Victor.
Nah, Jess, really, you all need help. Shoot the flare. We'll do what we can. All right? He kind of pulls the ship in. I'm going to make the ship smaller than it actually should be. Physics don't work the way they should in D&D, but whatever. It's parked
You
over there
try to
somewhere.
run, I'll go fishing again.
If you can launch yourself off of a tree, physics definitely don't work in Barovia.
Yeah, it shrinks substantially.
Wait a minute.
It's
Hold
parked
on.
over there.
What's the tower look like? Is it like a wooden tower?
There's a picture of it.
There's a picture of it. It's beautiful at the top of the map.
It's like bits of wood on it, as well as it's mostly made of stone.
Mm-hmm.
Windows, some candles, some fireflies. You know,
I'm gonna aim the
a
cannon.
waterfall in the background. It's real nice.
About to add to the scenery.
You could do that. That's a choice. But let me get some figures on here. Okay, so
Okay.
Kahn jumped
Wait a
off the
minute.
boat and is going to land right there.
This guy's real important. I feel like he got stuck in the middle of the water there. He might...
Oh, yep, we don't want to lose him. Boop. There we go.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
my terror.
I thought it was a crab for a second. I was like,
Yeah, I thought
mission.
too. I thought like, ooh,
Oh,
we already
mercy.
had the villain.
Not
The
yet.
smallest object on the screen. Is what we're
All of us were like,
every
"Ooh, what's
time.
that?"
Yeah.
There we go. Everybody is in the right area. Y'all can position yourself wherever the fuck you want to go.
Hey, Aragorn.
Yep.
If we shoot the flare, just shoot up the tower and, do a little demolition operation. You got a cannon for it.
Roger that. One flare, one cannonball.
There you go.
And maybe old Doggo will come. Yes, dancing.
We're walking.
Don't question our methods.
The
I'm
madness
very
is-
agile.
Sorry,
you're.
it's so amusing to watch it. I'm getting such a kick out of this right now.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm big.
Place. Did I have one of those brownies again?
I think I
Kahn's
ate too
gonna
much
look back
for
and be like,
breakfast.
V, are you
Oh,
dancing
shit.
up the cliff?
Whee!
Guys,
All right.
go use the VTT. This is so fun. Like, we made it, but this is freaking great, man.
Take our game
Little
seriously.
do y'all know,
I finally
I'm a
remembered my
boss.
correct accent for my character, but it took me like half the game.
It's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good. We still got 20 minutes to break. We're good. We got time. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus. All right. One thing I have to find really fast. My
Okay.
apologies. 167. That's why I couldn't find it, because I can't count.
Can't either. Why are we playing this
Oh.
game?
All right. You come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway and stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island off to one side. Nearby is a stone tower. The tower is old and decrepit, with collapsing scaffolds clinging to one side where a large gash has split the wall.
Don't talk about my mama like that.
Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop the buttresses that support the walls. Parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped the wagon that we described recently. It is splattered with mud and in disrepair. It's not really a wagon. It doesn't have wheels, but you get it. That's what we see. That's what the book has to say about what we see. I think my description was a little bit more useful. So, who's going where? Where are we going? What are we doing?
Kahn is going straight for the door.
Tower or boat?
The tower. He's
Roger.
not concerned with the boat. He doesn't assume anyone's there. So he's going to go straight for the actual tower. And when he passes one of the griffins, he's going to put his hand on its head and say, "Thank you, brother, for your sacrifice." And continue on.
Nice. Nice.
So, when did Kong get religious?
I think Khan's always been religious. It's just finally manifested.
No, I said that in character, like as the Doc and the.
I don't know the guy. I just met him.
I know more stuff about like people.
I literally have met you guys like 3 days ago at most.
That's true.
Hi, I'm Doc.
B.
Jalin. Did he ever properly introduce?
I think there was introductions, yeah. That happened.
Is the door locked?
The door is not only locked, there is no perceivable means to open it. The door is made of iron with no visible handles or hinges. In the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol, a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures set around it. Carved into the lintel above the door is a word, Kazan.
I
Do you
walk.
see any windows?
What is the word?
Near.
Kazan. Khazan.
I want to walk forward and try to detect magic.
Ooh, okay. Well, I think that's grand.
Because if it doesn't have, because in my experience, if it doesn't have a hinge, doesn't have a door, it's probably a magical lock, probably an arcane lock.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you're so smart.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Make
Yeah.
me. I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask for an Arcana check.
Well, it's arcane sense, right?
It is arcane sense, but there's some
It only
additional.
works on creatures, right? Okay.
There's some stuff that I'm gonna give you baseline, but there's some additional things you might notice in the course of this investigation.
Oh
So.
no. God damn it. 5.
Or might not. Cool. Yeah, you go up and you touch it, and you absolutely sense an arcane spell upon this door. This is definitely enchanted in some way. The details of which are a little.
You don't have to give a numerical value, but is there a way I could detect, like, whether it's powerful or, like, if it's, like, faint, maybe manageable?
I will go ahead and say that it does actually. Ooh. Man, I got to be careful about the way I give you this information.
Yeah, no, don't do numerical. It's just like, does it feel like a thunderstorm, but does it feel like a little lighter? You know what I mean?
The way I'll describe this is it feels like a hurricane, but very far away.
Oh.
Which is very strange. It's almost like the spell isn't here. Like it's a weird feeling. I'll tell you that it feels strange because you're specifically looking at that. But yeah, it is definitely an arcane lock upon this door of some sort.
Well, what is that? The writing. What is that in? Is that in common or is it in another language?
It is in common. Again, across the top it says Kazan, which is the name that Aragog gave you of the wizard who built this tower once long ago. It says Kazan across the top, and then it's like a circle with 8 little skeletal figures around it, all like in different funny poses, and lines and some weird sigil connecting in between.
I step back. I look up to the top of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Oi! Kazan!
Oi, Kazan! Oi, Kazan! Your voice echoes through the mountains, and there's no response. You do notice, though,
Face!
as you look up, you do notice a...
Hey, fuckface. Hey, fuckface.
Perfect. I needed those effects. Keep it up. You do notice as you look up, I guess I could have given you this earlier, a wood scaffolding kind of going around the tower and down to one side. But it is old and rotted. There's boards missing. It don't look good.
Why?
I think I found our way up.
This is why.
Do we have
magic users?
to find our way up the tower? Kahn, what are we looking for? Where are we looking for what we're looking for?
It's an apprentice.
A human
For-
being? I mean, not human. You get it.
Yeah.
A being. Okay.
Does
And
Kahn see any windows offhand?
Yes.
And how high are they off the ground?
The 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 stories to this tower. Each story has like small windows on it. The top one has kind of a outcropping, like a balcony, so you can't really clearly see over the edge, but presumably it has more windows as well. It's sort of like 4 straight up, and then the top floor is wider with walking space outside.
Hey, Al, I need you to grab onto that ledge when I throw you up there, okay, pal? Here we go.
I can just walk.
Forth! He goes
Oh,
flying.
he did that. He popped through him, and then you said that, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that."
Okay.
Wait, did Al actually fly?
No, he cannot fly.
I threw him,
Oh, okay.
but he's pretty light, and it's only about probably 10 feet up. So I was like, I can make that throw.
To the top floor is where you're trying to throw him?
Just to a window ledge, so that way he can grab on and he can look inside.
Okay, cool.
That's the goal.
Give me an athletics check. This is a gradient, not like a pass-fail situation.
12 plus whatever athletics is for me.
Yep.
Oh, that's a 19.
Oh? How do we go from 12 to 19?
I have a +7 in
Plus
athletics.
Oh, we didn't add that. Oh, nice. Pew! He just threw a tiny little portcullis in a window. He goes. He's inside the tower.
Oh, even better.
With a 19, I was looking for 18 or better
Thus
to get in.
begins the adventures of Al. Sleep on it.
All right.
So then what do I see?
Where did
The
his
real campaign.
okay? Where did his token go?
Ow.
Here, it's right
He's
here.
on me.
Right
Oh,
here.
there it is. I see it. Okay, cool. Then, shit. Okay. Well, there's only one way to handle it. Like so. I'll say he gets into the third floor. Sorry.
Oh,
Which is up there. At the top of the map.
Can Doc check out this beat up looking what'd you call it earlier? Carriage?
The carriage? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool. We will do as I'll just roll. High for Doc, low for Kahn. We'll do Doc first. The bird flies in. While we're wrapping up, while we'll go over and see what Doc finds, Kahn, I want you to consider that when you look through the familiar's eyes, you lose your own senses. You can't see out of your own body or hear out of your own ears anymore.
that's fine.
I also believe you have to choose sight or hearing. I'm not certain about that.
It's
I don't
gonna be
think you
sight
can have
first.
both. Okay, cool. So I'll let you sit with that kind of thing for a little bit. Doc, going over to check out the wagon thing, right? Anybody going with him?
I think I'm still trying to figure the tower out.
Cool.
I think I'm walking up the tower.
She's right up the side, right?
Yep.
Nope.
That's right. She can
Like,
just
wait a minute. Oh yeah.
she can just walk up things. Doc, yeah.
Doc starts humming to himself. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel.
Very specifically, I'd like you to make a history check. It's a pretty low DC, but I would like a history check.
History check? All right.
Yeah. I almost feel like I almost feel like I shouldn't even. It's a very low DC.
6 plus -1. That would be 5.
Damn it.
Doc don't know shit.
All right. Oh, I was thinking like an 8 DC, but yeah, you approach it and it seems really familiar for reasons you're not sure about. It just seems like.
Well, this seems really familiar for reasons I don't know about. Y'all, have you ever seen one of these?
What?
Say, you ever seen something like this?
What, a carriage without wheels? Well,
Yeah.
sometimes we steal the wheels because they can make some good money too.
You got a good point there. I guess I gotta think like a thief more often.
I mean, because you get these dumb nobles that, like, crust their wheels with, like, gems and fine metals. It's like, you stupid fuck, it's gonna get dirty and beaten anyway. So we just take them and sell it for a pretty penny.
We're gonna take a look at the Burgomaster's
Under
carriage wheels.
layers of mud, this thing sports a fresh coat of purple paint. There's a little bit of a fancy gold trim around the edges. A brass lantern hangs from each corner of it, and red drapes cover a tombstone-shaped window on either side. A steel padlock secures the main. There's like a door in the middle of this thing, leading down inside.
My kitty cat senses are tingling. I'm terribly curious about the padlock door going into this.
Hanging from which is a cheap wooden sign that reads "Keep out" with 2 exclamation points.
You know it's serious because they use more than one.
Oh, do you see that? It says here, get in as soon as possible in small writing.
I look over, I'm like, I like the way you think. I want to try to do a lockpick on it.
On the padlock here?
Yes.
Sure. It would be irresponsible of me not to ask for an investigation check from somebody prior to you doing the lockpicking.
Well, it'd be more irresponsible on us not to do that.
Well, you guys are investigating.
Can we do it together?
Yeah, let's do a group check.
Okay, alrighty.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming together. That would be 17.
How about you, Jan?
Do you want me to roll investigation as well?
Yeah, we'll do a group check for the 2 of you guys.
Oh, there it is. 17.
Dude,
Nice.
both 17.
2 17s. Nice. Very good. Jalin, I'll tell you that, okay, I'm going to give you guys 2 pieces. Firstly, Jalin, you, as you're kind of looking at the boat and like looking around, kind of checking it out as you're getting on board, going for the lock, you detect this like really potent. The book actually describes this as very potent evocation magic, which is the kind of magic that blasts things that shoot beams, that kind of magic.
I raised my hand up to Doc. This is like, back away from this thing.
All right. What'd you feel?
It explodes.
Well, that could be fun.
I mean, it could be. But, I mean, do you want to go flying across?
What if I stand on top of it and you make it explode, then I go flying up the window?
Okay. Well.
Additionally,
I like it. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Additionally, what?
Additionally, what I will add is that there, with 2 17s, I think it's quite fair, as you guys are kind of considering this thing, thinking about, ooh, is it locked? Is it gonna explode? Is it gonna kill us? You're kind of looking at it from a different angle, and just kind of, Doc, I'll say you recognize this from the shape and the direction of this thing. It seems likely that you could access this main interior hold from, multiple angles.
Oh.
The front door with the giant padlock, and the keep out sign is the most obvious, but there may be other ways to get inside.
Wait, what if we both got into the carriage and then we caused it to explode and launch us up?
All right, how we gonna get in?
Well, it has windows, right?
Little windows.
All right, Doc takes his whip and like attacks the window.
I take my knife and I try to take the palm one.
We do it at the same time, you know, like both of us just trying
breaking
to
the window.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Take 2 levels in Rogue.
Yeah, this is how you do it. Breaks window. Isn't that more of a barbarian? Shut the fuck up.
Huh.
DM's got to think about this one.
No? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. The windows shatter. And the glass goes inside. Inside the windows, there's those crimson kind of curtains on the inside. And you guys are kind of like... It's. I mean, these are windows about this big. They're little. They're for looking through.
I was about to say, I don't think we'll be able to fit into them, right?
No, I mean, you might be able to stick it, like, maybe your hand through. Yeah, but even that, not much to be able to figure out what's going on inside that way.
What's V doing?
Walking up the building.
Which
I mean, have I arrived at the building yet?
Vertically walking up the side of the building.
That's happening perpendicular.
Spider-Man style.
The walking, actually, oh my gosh, something just occurred to me that I should have thought of, because I knew about this.
I've foreseen it.
I'm so sorry, guys. Give me just a moment to figure this out.
It's okay, I'm looking something up.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. Rather than giving me time to figure this out, let us resolve the whole situation over there with them investigating the boat while you guys are kind of like thinking about it, and V starts kind of doing their thing. They're far enough apart that these are separate endeavors. And then we'll take our break, which gives me time to find the information I need, and we can come back and go from there. So you guys break the windows in. And the windows are now broken in. That happened. I'm not sure why we did that, but that happened.
Can I reach in and try to access the door handle by angling my arm in a certain way to open it from the inside?
I'm gonna say it's too far away. Like, you can kind of reach for your arm, like just kind of reaching through the window. That's like.
Can I use my short sword to do reach?
I'll tell you what. I'll have you do a sleight of hand check and see if you can reach the door. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and no. I'm gonna have you do I'm allowing you to do a sleight of hand check to try and reach the door through the window. That's what's happening.
7. I don't think that does anything.
No, not quite.
Not successful.
You hear some stuff kind of knocking over, but you can't see what's going on inside.
Hey, Doc, what if we can, like, get your whip to somehow whip in there and grab the door handle and,
What do I look like, Indiana Jones?
What the fuck is that?
Never mind. Doc sticks his kitty cat paw inside and starts wiggling it around. Feel what's going on.
Give us another. We'll do the same thing we did for him. We'll do another sleight of hand check, I guess.
You know, like when you see a cat paw under a door.
Yeah. When you're in the bathroom and they're trying to, oh,
yeah. Sleight of hand check. That is 15.
15 is enough. I'll tell you, you reach through the window and you're feeling around all randomly, and you can't reach the door. You can't reach the door at the front, but as you're kind of feeling around kind of toward the bottom, you feel what feels like a clasp or a little lever of some sort on the floor, and you kind of like, this is
no hesitation. It just gets pulled.
Yes.
There is a little noise, and a little door on the bottom of this thing opens up. Just big enough for one person to kind of squeeze through.
Damn, make a rogue of you yet.
If I fits, I sits.
Awesome.
So is there only room for one person?
Well, one person at a time can squeeze through this little entrance on the bottom.
Okay.
It's a very little hidden like trapdoor situation.
Okay.
That has a very specific method, but I guess reaching in the window makes sense as well. I love it. That's a great solution to this problem.
Breaking entering.
Okay. Are you guys going in through the little hatch?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
This chapter.
What else?
Antimatter. That's what I needed. Okay. Okay. You guys climb inside and find some things. Believe it or not, I actually was prepared for this, but you guys are just so fucking chaotic. I love you.
This music is really creepy.
Thank you.
Oh wait, that's what was missing. There it is. That is creepy. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Have you not been listening to Sirenscape?
I thought I
My
was.
heart breaks.
I didn't click on the click to start thing.
For y'all.
All right, who's going in first?
I think
Just in time.
Doc would have.
Yeah.
All right, as you kind of climb through the inside of this hatch, it's pitch black inside. You can't see. Do you have dark vision?
Think so. Yeah, I got dark vision.
Okay.
I got cat eyes.
When you climb inside, it is a narrow thing. As you pull up, you see a little tiny string, like right in front of your eyes. And you start for a moment, and you look around. And you notice like strings attached from the door all over the place, and little bottles all along the walls, and a couple of chests, and all
99 bottles of ale on the wall. 99 bottles of ale. Take one down. Pass it to Jalin.
Wait, what happened?
You can go first.
Okay. I'll go in.
Do you have dark vision?
No, I do not.
It's dark.
You can't fucking say dick in this thing.
You
What
got
are you going on about?
you got a
I
lighter,
see
a
one
torch, or
dick
anything?
in this thing. Looks at y'all.
Why are you looking?
Well, you're wearing a skirt.
Yeah, doesn't mean I'll invite you to look up in there. There's a light, you know.
I will go ahead and
Other
say
things?
a creature that does not have dark vision that enters the carriage has to make a dexterity saving throw to not hit the strings. That
Dexterity
is,
saving,
Use the
you
fall
said?
guy.
what's that?
Dexterity saving, you said?
It's dexterity saving throw, and the DC
Okay.
is 15. Thank God. You get in and you kind of feel it brush against your hair. There's strings all a net of them. It's a complex trap set up inside of this thing.
Just a whole booby carriage.
I back up. Oh, I did have a deck of cards with me. Oh well.
This entire time, we could have been playing cards on
We
a
could have
long
been.
journey on the boat.
Yeah, we just had to
Been
smoke
holding
instead.
out.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't my inventory. That was my skills. Okay.
A character who can see and has thieves' tools can attempt to disarm the trap, if you would like to attempt. If either of you.
I use Ring of Ice Knife on all the on one of the strings at least.
Ring of Ice Knife on one of the strings?
Yeah.
Okay. To just cut the string?
Sure.
Is that the goal? I'm asking. Please tell me
I'm being chaotic. I'm not thinking this through
What's your
at all.
intelligence?
Okay.
16. Look, just because I'm intelligent.
Doc's got an 8.
I'm
3 strikes. Yeah, I came into this event with a 3-strike rule. Okay, yeah, you use the ice knife, and you're like thinking, hey, maybe I can ice knife and make things work in my favor, and you do an ice knife, and
I think it's like a tiny room. I'm thinking like, oh, maybe it'll just activate everything.
I will. There is one thing I will roll for right now to determine how these two effects will work with one another. And out of 3, they do not work with one another. So, you ice knife and several bottles of, God, I gotta figure this out, fall to the floor and kind of crash as the strings start. Another one unlatches, another one unlatches. Tink, 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 tink. Yeah, I need a dexterity saving throw. The DC is 15 for both of you. And anyone else.
Hurry to get up on top. It's going to blow us into the roof.
I rolled a 16.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw, you said?
Dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Thankfully, that
14?
is my saving throw.
14 fails.
Oh
Yeah.
no! I singed the cat.
You
Okay.
dumb motherfuckers.
Firstly, there is a massive blast of electricity as a magical spell of some sort is triggered. Dealing 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 damage on a fail and half as much on a success. So it's 20 damage to Doc as you get electrocuted, and 10 to Jalin as you kind of roll to one side and are only a little bit electrocuted. However,
Wait, hold up.
there's
Can I do uncanny dodge?
that would half it again, right?
Well,
I told you how much I hate you.
it's only if I can see what is attacking me, so I'll let you make that call.
I don't think you can see what's happening, man.
Okay, so I just
it's
no
dark.
uncanny dodge then. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not on this one.
Okay. Okay.
But then, additionally, the lightning ignites. There's the secondary effect here that I was curious about with the ice knife. The bottles are filled with alchemist's fire. So,
You even succeeded on your earlier checks.
the bottles falling down or touching the door are two really big triggers here, or touching a string are really big ones.
Should probably take a break.
Oh, this is the wrong one. Yeah, I'm gonna roll this damage and then we'll take our break. Sorry, I
Hey,
rolled the
Doc.
wrong dice.
That's a shocking experience, isn't it?
All right.
Roll another dexterity check because I'm about to claw your face up.
We'll do 5 at a time here. 6, 10, 15,
I should have warned everyone to clear the room.
12. 17.
Look, just because my character's intelligent doesn't mean I am.
Yeah, the alchemist fire lights and explodes. There's no saving throw from alchemist fire. And it does 32 points of damage to anybody within 10 feet of fire damage to anybody within 10 feet of the carriage. It's a lot. And also blows any creature free of the carriage, away from the carriage. So, the two of you go flying away from the carriage. A ball of flame lights up the sky. Are either of you still alive? That's a lot of damage.
No.
It was
No.
so obvious not to do that. Are you trying to kill us?
I feel like I succeeded.
Well, I'm dead, so you
So am I!
Oh yeah, Jalin's dead too.
ass.
Y'all and Doc are unconscious, burned, singed, electrocuted. Are you? I don't think that's enough to double your hit points, which we don't play with anyway.
No.
So you're both unconscious on death saves.
Yeah.
It's not so bad.
I think so.
V, as you're walking up the door, up the wall, you hear this explosion and look back and see y'all and Doc go flying.
Do they go flying towards us?
I mean, I don't have
Yeah,
anything
they're-
to heal them anyway, so I just continue walking up.
Yeah, they're kind of. I'll place them on the map. That's where they'll land over there.
Wait, does
one
Aragorn
there.
hear us?
Oh, this is the wrong one.
Or see us.
Here.
I suppose.
He
We
might.
didn't light the flare.
We didn't light the
Yeah.
flare though, so he isn't doing anything.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think we need a flare. That was our flare.
Yeah, let's not.
And we're gonna go ahead and take our 7-minute break, right? And then we'll pick up with Kahn and V as they try to correct this madness when they get back.
Yep.
Whew. All right. Yeah. Transitioning back to waiting room. All right, and we're back. Doc and Jalin did the fucking around and finding out, and exploded the little wheelless wagon thing, and were blasted off and knocked unconscious in a huge fireball, and are laying on the road leading up to the tower, unconscious.
It's blasting up again.
Yep.
Nice! It works!
Kahn sent the bird into the wall, and V concurrently tried to walk up the wall. But V, as you got to the wall, something rather strange happened. You set your foot on the wall, and it just slid right down. You set your foot on the wall again, and it slid right down. And as you're like messing with it, your ability to just walk up a wall is not functioning. In fact, you kind of feel this weird sort of oddness in your stomach, like something's really off about this place. So we'll start with V, because I haven't heard from you in a bit. In response to that, as you're playing with that, you hear the explosion behind you. Are you more fixated on the wall or interested in your buddy's well-beings?
Who are those strangers?
those strangers. Yep, that's them.
Maybe not.
I mean, I think I'm just gonna like pat myself. I have no potions. I have no healing scrolls.
Healing spells? Anything?
Healing spells. I have nothing that can possibly help them.
Pretty sure that if you just go up to a dying person, there's some sort of functionality that saves their life without needing anything.
There
You
is.
can do a medicine
I thought that
check.
was a video game.
You can do a medicine check
okay.
to stabilize them. You don't get, in that instance, you do not get hit points back. You just are no longer doing death saves if they pass the medicine check.
Okay, I suppose. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna pray for just a second.
Okay.
And be like, do you want me there or do you want me over there?
I'll pray for you.
Are they worth it?
Thoughts and
Is
prayers.
this worth it?
Bless your heart.
Make a religion check.
Okay.
This is the first time we've seen this as like us.
He went on Facebook
it's a
and said,
fuck me.
"Everybody pray for my friends who look like they're dying."
You say your prayer and are met with silence.
It makes sense.
Cruel
It
indifference.
actually makes sense. I don't think my god cares either way. So,
Those
do I
idiots are-
way is the question.
I don't know her too well, but I don't see why
Is there
she
a
would.
door? This thing?
There is a
'Cause
door.
We're like trying to climb on the outside, but
There's a door. Again, the
It's a
door is
magic door.
steel door. Jalin determined it was some sort of magical in nature. It has no hinges or handles or anything like that. What it has is 8 skeletal figures in a variety of strange poses and this crisscross pattern in between them in the middle. They're kind of a circle of skeletons with all kind of posed in different ways, and this like zigzag pattern in between them, kind of connecting them all.
Sometimes I feel like I missed that at first, but it sounds like a puzzle.
Doesn't it?
yeah.
Just a
My
little
buddy,
bit.
my strangers that I met a few days ago are over there dying. I am going to try to do the poses like a dance. I don't know what poses those are.
Okay.
So you tell me.
Sure. They're actually annotated in the book. I love it. So.
Oh, so you're gonna do them for us, Dio?
I wanna
Yep.
stay at the YMCA.
There are 8 poses in a circle like
Okay.
this, and there is the zigzaggedy line kind of in between them all. And
Okay.
what's the order that you want to? Or clockwise, counterclockwise, random? What are we doing? There's actually an image which I can kind of hold up on the screen. I wonder if you'll be able to see this. You probably won't be able to see this. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, we kind of can.
Almost. Okay.
Zigzags.
I'm gonna start with the one that's I don't know if that's 3 or 9.
Okay.
It's like at the center, but at the beginning of the line.
Okay. At the beginning of the line. Cool.
Yeah.
Then it's like this. Then like this.
Is
I'm
that
not-
left or right?
Yes.
Let's do it in mirror.
Yeah. You tell me. Next one is this way. Next one is this way. If we're following the line, then boom, boom, boom. This one
wait.
again, straight back out.
Okay.
This one, but the head's kind of off to one side.
Do I decapitate myself?
It's kind of sideways. And last one is this one again.
Is my head back?
That's the trick to the puzzle.
So up, down.
Close enough. I'll take it.
Macarena over here.
You follow the poses, and as you follow each pose, the the skeleton in the pose kind of shifts on the thing, crossing its arms and sitting down. And as you satisfy each one, all the skeletons are crossed their little arms and sitting down, and there's a and the door kind of hinges open. Doc and Jalin, make a death saving throw.
Sit down. For the next 6 seconds.
Did you say make a death save? Is that
I
right?
did. 6 seconds is fast.
Sorry, I'm hard of hearing.
Yeah, it's hard when you're dead.
This would be a terrible way. This would be a
My
terrible way
signal's
to
not
die.
coming in. Hello? I think there's something wrong with Zoom.
I rolled a 4.
That's one fail for Jalin.
14.
That's one success for Doc.
Can
3
I make a
successes.
religion check? Since I'm...
I mean, sure. I'll let you make a religion check.
No,
It's
my
not going to
life
save
is-
you, but you can make the
Look,
religion
I
check.
went to Sunday school as a kid.
Pray to God.
Is there a particular deity you have in mind to pray to, Jalin?
Can you send me what
I'm
the
gonna
deities
pick a
are
random
again?
one.
I can.
I'm pulling a
List off
Ricky
100
Bobby.
names.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Allah! Help me, Buddha!
Help me, George Bush.
I can, but I would remind you that we had discussed a lot of go-between between Jalin and the sky goddess Cyrena.
Oh, okay. Do we want to do that
Who
one then?
is, I'm inclined to think so, but I don't want to tell
Let's
you.
do that one. Let's
do
do
it.
that one then. Oh, I rolled a good one on that one.
Hey, how good is it?
Wait, 21.
21.
My body's failing me, but Cyrena's there for me.
In our game, 20 is the DC for a religion check. However, you are also unconscious and knocked out.
Wouldn't that be the perfect time for a god to approach me?
You are a man of God, sir.
Yeah. So, as you see your life flash before your eyes, and
My Moon Knight.
you're just imagining other things. You are sailing through the sky, through the winds, flying all raggedy in your mind. That's what you're imagining, and the graceful and lovely image of Cyrena, the sky goddess, kind of starts guiding you through, and is like, "You fucking idiot! What did you do? Like,
Take one level in Paladin.
how are we even? What is going on? I haven't heard of prayer from Barovia in eons. My God,
Cyrena,
I'm the god."
From Barovia.
it's me. You know it's me. You know how stupid I am.
I do indeed. Oh,
Like-
I
You
do.
hear Doc speaking from
Don't
his
you
dead
like how
body.
this-
He is the stupidest motherfucker I know.
I want to say, don't you have a lot of stupid people praying to you anyway?
Yes, I
Sailors, fishermen, and whatnot.
I
Superstitious
do.
slut.
I do. Many, many, many. They're so boring. They're so.
But I'm
boring.
also the stupidest of them all, right?
It would
He's the
appear.
stupidest.
It would appear so. Such glorious chaos. It's just a free soul. It's beautiful.
Stupid.
Doc, are you unconscious and like on the same call or something?
Yeah.
I wonder if I can
Just
reach
laying
you.
there.
Shit.
Fuck you.
I wonder if I can reach you from this far away. What the hell? And we'll wrap around on that in a second. But Kahn, you were looking through the eyes of Al, who is up on the second floor, right?
Yeah.
He soars through the window when you threw him, and lands inside. And as you look through his eyes, you can't see through your own eyes, but you can hear through your own ears. And what you see is a small room. There's a central sort of column or hole in the floor. The wood flooring is rotted and doesn't look like it would be able to sustain much weight. The column, the hole in the floor has 2 chains going up and down next to it. And around the windows of this room, all 4 windows, are 4 small ballistae with arrows slotted. And you notice, or rather, Al notices that the one on the south end is sort of like pivoting and shifting, and then there's an explosion outside, and it makes it a big shift, as though like moving on its own accord. What's your instruction to Al as he steps in and goes, "This place is strange."
Khan's gonna hear the explosion and go, "Really? I can't. Al, hold on." He's gonna come back into his own mind, his own eyes,
Anything
and
I
he'll
should do
tell
in
him
the
where the
meantime?
explosion was. And he's gonna see 2 flaming.
Just
Yeah.
know immediately.
And he hangs his head. He starts walking over, and he just takes his giant, stony, fleshy gargoyle in hand and slaps it on Doc's head. Actually, no. Doc, I think he just like lightly just kind of.
He knows.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, you weren't the one.
He knows, and he prays to the death god, and he attempts to do what he can.
Okay.
He believes he has some type of power over this.
Okay. Does
So-
he have a healing spell type of power over this?
Yes,
Excellent.
yeah. He casts Spare the Dying
Excellent.
on
Okay.
Doc.
Give us
And
the read
then-
on that. Does that give him hit points back or just stabilize?
You touch a living creature that has 0 hit points. The creature becomes stable. The spell has no effect on undead or constructs. So he is stable.
Doc is stable. Not dying anymore.
Then
Thank you.
he's gonna walk over to Jalin, and this one where he's just gonna go right on his forehead and cast Spare the Dying.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
And then he's going to, and honestly, he's gonna use his undercommon tongue, and he's gonna use a mix of undercommon and Terran. I think it's where he's gonna feel most comfortable, of like this blend of languages. And V, all of a sudden you just hear a guttural, dark depth. It feels like the shadows are speaking themselves, and he ends up casting Healing Word on both Jalin and Doc.
Go ahead and burn those spell
By the
slots.
way-
And
Mind if I interject?
Mm-hmm.
We did get shocked. So does he like put his hand near us and it's
I don't think there's enough residual energy. Maybe a little bit of like one of those static things when you touch
yeah,
it.
no,
It
that's
kind
what I
of
meant. Like you
you know,
rub your feet in
the
the carpet.
yeah, definitely one of those little crackle things. But he's made of stone anyway, so it's just a minor
Okay.
nuisance, obviously.
Doc, you get 4.
He's grounded.
Jalin, you get
Yeah.
4.
You guys
We're
get
not
4 hit
dead.
points, and you are no longer on death saves. Well
Kahn
done.
is pissed. Kahn is livid, and he is absolutely kind of like if anyone has ever grown up with parents that speak 2 languages, sometimes when they get really pissed off, they speak in a different language, and that's all you hear
Their native
coming from
tongue.
Kahn is just tearing, and he's tearing your ass up, and he's
Kahn,
just,
make Kahn, please make an intimidation check at advantage.
Don't know what you're saying, but I should be concerned.
okay, that's it's a 15.
That's pretty solid. Even the rats and mice nearby are frozen in fear as they
Yeah. So
let you guys decide your response based on that roll.
It's
I
literally
think-
that. It's literally that meme where somebody was at a grocery store and they hear a mom scream, "Put that back," and then you put it back even though she wasn't talking to you.
Yeah. I think at this point, Kahn is so irate, he's gonna walk back over the tower and go, "Ow, jump!" And he's gonna have him jump off the
Get back
ledge.
to what he was doing.
No, he's having Al jump off the ledge. He's done. He's over this bull crap. It's taken too much time.
Fly!
Billy's life is on the line, and he puts his hand out and he grabs him, puts him back on his shoulder, and goes. He's gonna yell in common. Rudolph sent me. He said you could help. If you can't, fine. If you can, get the hell out of here. We need help now. Lives are at stake. If you don't want to, fine. Be a douche. He'll wait about like a few seconds, and if it doesn't respond, he's gonna go and talk him to fire the frickin' thing. We're leaving. Billy can't survive this long.
Awesome. As he's
Yeah.
as you shout, and we'll roll off of that same 15 intimidation check, and we'll have a roll on that. What is your passive perception, Kahn?
14.
14?
Higher than I expected it to be, actually.
Nice. Yeah, much higher than I expected it to be.
Yeah, me too.
Wow.
You shout out into the darkness, and there's a moment of silence, and a moment of silence. And just as you're about to turn away, you spot like a little shimmering movement off to one side, and then it's gone. You look again, and then a shimmering movement again, like almost like the trees are sort of bending out of the way as something passes in front of them. The sort of shimmer with a natural 1 on its stealth check. Finally.
Idiot.
With a plus 10 to stealth, still fails against your passive perception. So to give a sense of like the absolute failure is still pretty damn good. It shimmers, moves again. It kind of approaches you, and we'll find out more about that after we deal with V, who just opened the door, and as Kahn kind of ran back to help the buddies out and is shouting in Terran. What are you up to? Loud, angry shouts. 15 intimidation check from behind you. What is your...
sandal has been taken off.
A sandal has been taken off. The smell of singed cat hair just across the whole clearing. You guys are not looking good, I'm sure.
No. Hair's like arms. Because we got shocked and exploded.
I think I'm just gonna walk in.
Awesome.
I was looking if I had anything. Actually, do I have that yet? Yes. I'm gonna try. I don't know if it'll work, but I am going to try to cast invoke duplicity.
Ooh.
A perfect illusion of myself for 1 minute.
Nice.
And I'm gonna send it in there.
Nice. Excellent. Boop. There we go.
Why do anything yourself?
Does
when
it
you can
work?
have an illusion of yourself.
Okay, so
Does
give
it
me...
work? Can I cast it?
I believe you are able... You have... Oh, shit. Let me think. You're outside the tower when you're casting this spell.
Yes.
You are able
I
to cast...
opened the door. Okay.
Yeah, you're able to cast the spell. However, what I will say is... So, you're remaining outside, and the double is moving in.
Yeah.
As soon as it crosses over the threshold, it starts to kind of haze and fade, and it will exist as long as you're outside, but it is not a perfect duplicate anymore. It is an imperfect duplicate that is kind of looks like it's smoke, you know?
Okay. So let's say maybe that I'm losing the capacity to use it as a caster.
I have to look at the what
Because
invoke
I think you
duplicity do.
when both you and your illusions. No. For the duration, you can cast spells as though you were in the illusion's space. Basically, cast through it.
I'll allow you to do that, but they'll be at disadvantage.
Okay.
Or advantage if it's a saving throw for the opposition.
Okay. Well, in any case, I'm sending my illusion inside.
Yeah, so long as you're outside. I think that the spell drain probably doesn't work that way, but that's the way we're gonna have it because I think it's cool. As long
What
as
do you
you're
mean?
you're outside the tower.
Oh, the actual whatever is going on there.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You're outside the tower. You're able to puppeteer this little figure that walks inside. Are you able to see through your illusion?
It just walks into the wall.
No, it says you can cast spells as though you were in the illusion space, but you must use your own senses.
So
Okay.
no.
So
Yeah.
no, it's mostly for trap purposes or stuff like that
Okay.
that I'm going
So,
with this.
but you are just outside the door and you're looking in, so I think it's fine that you can see inside. So looking inside the door. First floor. The flagstone floor is strewn with debris, and a few old crates stand near the east wall. A torn curtain to the south partially obscures the tower vestibule. A 5-foot square indentation on the center of the floor contains 4 pulleys attached to taut iron chains that extend up to the roof. They stretch through a similar-sized hole at the rotted wooden ceiling. Standing next to these chains are 2 tall clay and iron statues, which I will add to the map any second now. I am going to add the
second.
shit out of them. There's one.
Why are there two
Okay.
Jalins?
Oh, shh.
And here's the other one. Where is it at?
Or
Boom.
V's. Oh, right, 2 V's. My bad. That's not
No
Jalin.
balls.
He's a little bigger than he needs to be. He is a large-sized creature, but he is 4 squares, not
Oh,
1,000.
gosh.
They're huge, big clay and iron. They barely fit in the space, and they're covered in the chains, holding the chains next to this center system. And as the duplicate walks in, they both sort of turn their heads and look at it, and just kind of sort of look at it expectantly, holding all the chains in their hands.
Can I have my duplicates try the dance?
Sure. It does the dance. They sort of like bob their heads rhythmically along with it, but that's about it. The one in the
Walk
south
onto the
corner,
platform.
kind of. Walk onto the platform into the center. Sure. It's just a central area with chains and pulleys going up to the roof, and the one to the left kind of lets loose this low guttural like move. And the one over to the right says up or down.
Oh. Ooh, down or up. How far away can I be from my illusion? I have to see it, I believe.
Yeah. So we'll restrict it to that
But
center
if I'm
line.
putting it on if I am putting it on a platform, and it goes somewhere, that's not me moving it anymore.
I think it'll probably like dissipate in that
Disappear.
situation. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to check in with the others while you consider?
Yeah.
Everybody's in a tight spot right now. Okay, so as V is dealing with these clay and iron golem things, the shimmering moves up next near you, Kahn, and sort of the illusion fades as it's on a little cliff face at a advantageous position, slightly higher than you. The figure before you is a woman who is cat-like in appearance, gray kind of fur and tall ears. She's wearing black and crimson armor, and she has a sort of mechanical leg on one side, as well as a whole array of pistols and crossbows and knives and daggers, and is holding a silvery steel scimitar in one hand, and just kind of stares at you with the head tilted to one side and says, "Friend or foe?"
Well, I shouted your master's name. Would you presume that would be foe?
Often.
He rolls his eyes and goes, you're literally insufferable. Anyways, I don't have time to play cute games. If you'd like to help, fantastic. There's a child in danger, as well as the werewolves that had just destroyed the Vistani camp just a few nights ago that evidently you were too concerned about flooding around like fairies. So, you want to help or not? I gave your boss a pretty nice prize for this information, so he got Ezek's arm. You probably don't know who that is. It doesn't really matter. It can shoot fire out of it, so you'll probably end up getting that because I see you got a mechanical leg.
I do. Wait till you see what I can do with it.
I don't want to. I'm not interested. You're not my type. How about you just give me the information and then I need so we can go.
Oh, damn.
No mood. None.
Whew.
I'm pissed.
Her
I'm so,
tail.
he's so over this.
Her tail flicks irritably.
My tail flips irritably.
You don't even have a
You have
tail.
a tail?
I can do it too.
You have a tail.
Do you not have a tail?
I do.
Oh, I
I don't
didn't know
have
you had a
wings.
tail. You don't have wings. Yep.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, she kind of looks at all you guys, looks at Doc and Jalin, who are like all charred and burned,
Yeah.
and
Sitting there. Like a lost puppy.
she just kind of thinks for a moment and says, "Stuff's upstairs. If you want it, you can go get it."
And he throws his head back with the largest sigh. I will roll for this sigh to see if anyone has ever heard a larger, more irritated,
Please.
frustrated sigh.
Make a performance check for us, please.
Fucking, what's the captain's name again?
Aragal.
Aragorn hears it. The
Yeah.
fuck is that?
It is a 14.
A goat on the other
It's a
side of the
pretty-
world hears it.
It's a pretty darn good sigh. With 14,
It just
it's
echoes through
pretty
the
solid.
canyon.
Yeah.
The werewolves hear it.
She is gonna just completely and absolutely ignore you and walk up to Doc and sort of like lick her thumb and kind of fix some of the burnt hair on your face, and just say, "Who's your friend?"
That's
who's
Jalin.
this?
He's kind of weird. He wears a dress.
And I see him.
If I tell you, will you help me? More than being an
Shush,
obnoxious
shush, 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 shush,
Brethren.
shush. I don't see
twit.
not many of our kind out here. She is, in fact, a Kathian as well.
God is so. Oh my god, this is not a good game for God.
He's pissed.
He is enraged. He's gonna go straight for me and be like, "Does no one care about the dying child with the werewolves?"
No.
Doc looks at her.
I'm
and
sorry,
just
if it came
says
to me for that,
No.
then
Absolute
That's
apathy.
him. Like he's saying through gritty teeth,
Internally,
walking towards
yeah.
me, like very like low to breath.
All right, Doc looks at her and says, "Yeah, are you in the secret order of the Claw?" And he like squints his eye and breaks out one claw.
She kind of pulls out a claw similarly and says, "I don't think I am, but I think I might like to be."
Well, come along with us. You can be initiated. We just need your help killing some werewolves and saving a boy. That'll be,
I
the
do
cost.
I do like killing werewolves, but the boy in question is a Vistani, I think.
And
Well, they're loyal to the devil, to the Strahd.
clearly you never met a Vistani.
We got to kill them all, obviously.
I ain't loyal to shit.
Yeah. They might pretend to be, but they're just trying to save their own asses from death.
Is that
They're
so?
just sucking his ass.
You ever seen an animal who's captured? It often looks like it is going along with the predator's desires, but that's just because it's trying to save its own life.
Van Richten sends a lot of people to me. He sends some people to me to be dispatched, so he doesn't have to bother, and others for help. And I'm not sure which you are. So either I help you or I kill you all, and I haven't decided which. Man.
Well, with killing
yeah,
us, we don't really need any help with that, as you can see.
I've noticed you blew up my ship. It's okay. I
Well,
have another.
maybe
It's fine.
you
That
shouldn't
one was.
have such a flammable, combustible ship.
Well, the idea is friends know not to blow it up, and not friends get blown up.
Well, why you got 99 bottles of ale on the wall in there?
Alchemist's fire. Alchemist's fire.
No,
I keep my ale
we was
elsewhere.
real thirsty, okay? You can't blame us for not knowing about alchemist fire. We're just trying to get a drink.
Indeed.
But
Can I make a persuasion check?
I love it. Please. She's gonna do it. Yeah.
I don't think anybody expected
Ooh.
to set all those bottles off at the same time.
Oh yeah, let's see here. That would be 19 total.
Damn. She kind of purrs. She kind of purrs softly, and he says, "Fair enough. Tell you what, everything you need is upstairs. If you can acquire it and leave safely, you'll have my aid. I'll see you in a bit.
I can't promise you that second one.
You got a name?
Exactly what's upstairs now?
I'll tell you what. If you don't leave safely, I'll bury you. I don't bury many people, but this one's cute.
Doc tips his hat.
Got a name?
Well, they call me Doc, but they also call me Sheriff.
A doctor
I'll
and a
let you
sheriff.
choose.
I'll think on it. Doesn't seem you're doing very good at the doctoring thing at the moment.
He licks his wounds and casts
Go.
casts healing touch on himself.
Nice. He's up used to that.
He
Nice.
touches himself.
He
Yep,
He
exactly.
starts touching himself. She's into it.
I'm saying.
Plates lifted.
She steps back and kind of bows slightly and says, "Mine's Esmeralda. If you need me, just call." And vanishes from view instantly and disappears back into the tree line. Kahn, you went over to see V. V is kind of concentrating on a spell, and a hazy version of V is inside the building, talking to, as you look through the door, a giant clay and iron golem, who are kind of looking at this little smoky figure quizzically.
So, we'll just take like a second. I think this is probably the most angry that we've ever seen Kahn,
Oh, yeah.
without a shadow of a doubt.
He pissed.
Um,
I know. I'm sorry. We've been playing
Do
you
I
hard.
keep concentration?
Oh, I'm not doing anything to you.
Okay.
I
His
think
flip flop is off.
at this rate, what he's gonna do is, those of you that are looking around, you're gonna start noticing that he is that the shadows around him, especially his feet, are starting to wrap and elevate him,
Oh shit.
and they start to run up his body and just kind of hold, and to a point where almost looks like miniature wings sprout from his shoulders
Oh, shit.
of shadows. And he's going to use Phantasmic Flotation, which is one of his Shadow Knight abilities. On a short
Cool.
rest, he can change things out. So
he
he's
swapped that over.
He swapped that over, and I levitate off the ground a few inches, and I gain a flying speed equal to half my movement speed.
Awesome.
So he heard what he needed to, and so in his rage, this happens, and he bolts 15 feet up in the air, and he's just tracking, flying to the top.
Nice.
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 Hey, I tried to put this in the chat, but I gotta go at 6 here in a few minutes.
All right. Well, then we will wrap this off right there then. Kahn, you... Oh, shit. Move the
I
map.
pooped. Oh my god! You watch out. I scared myself.
Phantasmic
just watching
defecation
shit fall
spell.
down.
Oh my god.
You should keep concentration.
Kahn sprouts the wings and flies up to the top floor. I'm going to move you to the top floor, which is way up here. There's like a balcony of sorts, and you alight on the balcony. There's 2 doors leading inside, and 2 cannons sit on either side of you. of this balcony. It
Damn
seems
it!
armed to this place has been armed to the teeth. Indeed, you start to alight, and per the book, a creature over I think it's 200 pounds. You're way over the weight limit. Whatever, it's either 100 or 200. Would collapse
easy.
this.
Easy now.
You're made of stone. You've used your weight as a killing mechanic in the past. You're very heavy. So as you start to step down, the wood kind of cracks, and you realize that's not going to work. You'll have to open the door and kind of enter that way. You're bringing Al with you?
He was on my shoulder the whole time.
Excellent. Cool. Then the last thing I'll leave you guys off with is as Esmeralda kind of fades off into the shadows, Jalin, with that extremely high religion check, and all you got was a little bit of sassiness from the Sky Goddess, you'll hear a little bit of a whisper as you're up and running, and she says, "See, everybody loves a little chaos. You know, your friends, you inspire greatness from your friends. That's great.
Sure, if that's what you call it.
You're a champion in my ways. This is incredible. I need a favor. Can you do me a favor?
Oh God.
There's a very special sword lost to Barovia. I have limited power there. It's crazy that we can even talk.
Damn it! I got Meridia's beacon. Shit!
Just get the sword. Just get the sword. Just get it.
Where's the sword at?
I don't know. It's there. It's called Skyward. It is.
So, do I look up?
This is a Zelda reference. The
Is it?
Skyward Sword.
Oh, hey, cute.
So, do I just look up and the sword's there, or?
I think not. It was taken. But if you find it, raise it to the sky and speak my name, and that'll be enough of a conduit. I can imbue you with all kinds of things.
You know who took it last time?
She might. I have to decide if a god has this knowledge. Gods have very limited influence in Barovia.
Okay, yeah. There's a highly theistic, not omnipotent.
Yeah, with a 19 and whatever a god's modifier is, she'll say, Mother Night. The servants of Mother Night took it. And
Servants of Mother Night.
lift the sword, speak my name, I'll be able to channel my power through. My loyal little warrior, I'm so proud of you, so chaotic. Oh, I can't wait to see what you do next. And her presence sort of leaves you momentarily.
Let's say goodbye, you guys. See ya.
10 temporary hit points, and we'll see everybody next week. Bye! Transferring over. That truly is the last thing I have, so.
Yeah, that's good.